Hey guys, oops. Let me just try that again. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is my bullet journal for the month of August. Woo! And for the month of August, I was having a bit of trouble trying to think of what theme to do for August. I kind of left it a bit late during the month this time to start preparing my bullet journal, and so I was trying to think of a quick and easy theme, but one that was still creative and not just like plain stripes, which I did one time last year because it was so quick. So the theme I decided to go for this month, I was about to say this year, the theme I decided to go for this month is... Why did I just pause for so long there? A swimming theme. What am I even saying? I went for a swimming theme, and the inspiration behind this month's theme is... My shoulder is really itchy for some reason. The inspiration behind this theme is I have decided to start swimming lessons. And if you do know me, then you will know that I'm absolutely terrified of swimming. Everything about the deep end scares me. I can't swim to save my life. And I went swimming with my best friend the other week, and she was just able to do so much and I completely wasn't. And it's been like that pretty much my whole life, and I'm fed up of not being able to join in with people. It's no fun. And so I decided I'm finally going to challenge my fear of swimming and learn to swim. And, yes, so that's where the inspiration for this bullet journal came from. I figured if I kind of look at swimming as a more positive thing, being in my bullet journal, it's kind of a happy space for me, then it might make me feel a bit less anxious about my swimming. So we will see. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comments down below of any other theme suggestions you have for me, because I love to hear your ideas. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to receive notifications every time I upload a new video. And without further ado, let's get into the time lapse. So yes, like I said, for this month's bullet journal setup, I decided to go with a swimming theme. And I actually, as I am recording this voiceover, have just come back from my first swimming lesson. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think because I suffer with quite bad anxiety, a lot of the time I tend to overthink situations in my head and kind of catastrophize situations when they're not really that bad in the first place. But it was still kind of scary, but I am glad that I did it, and it's actually made me realise that I've got a long journey ahead of me, and it's not going to be as quick and as easy as I was hoping, which I kind of knew, but it's just frustrating when you really just want to be good at something instantly and you know that that's not really how it works. But I'm hoping to have another lesson next week, so yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to it now, which I never thought I would say. But for my front cover page, I have kind of gone with this bubble writing theme because it kind of made me feel, I don't know, it kind of gave me the vibes of like water and bounciness, and like the roundness of it kind of made me just think of water. And I drew a swimming pool underneath with a rubber duck float, of course, because I'm obsessed with rubber ducks. And I wish they made them big enough for humans, but the only ones I've ever seen have been for babies and little kids. And the quote I did on the page next to it says, "Don't let your fear of what could happen make nothing happen." And even though that doesn't really have anything to do with swimming itself, it kind of was a good one for me because my fear is swimming. And for so long I've put off learning to swim because it scared me, and I've missed out on so much because of it. And I've just decided I don't want my life to be like that anymore. So, hence why I started swimming lessons. And ironically, the name of the swimming teacher that I have, her name is Holly. So it's Holly teaching Holly. It's so weird. But that did make me laugh, and it did confuse a lot of people, I have to say. But moving on to my mood tracker, I've basically drawn out 31 different types of floats. And this was so fun and really creative, getting to think of all the different floats you can have. So I've done like some quite serious ones, like normal ones, like a pool noodle, like the one that looks like a tiny surfing board. Obviously the rubber duck one, like the one you throw out to sea when people are drowning or whatever. And then obviously novelty ones, like a donut that's been bitten into, or a watermelon, because they're the ones that came into my head. And then I did actually forget to put my moods down below, but I go and put that back in later. And I just did a bunch of kind of random colours, which I thought fitted with the floats. So the next page is my habit tracker. And looking back at this now, it kind of looks like a bunch of pieces of paper like clipped to the wall, or like sellotaped to the wall, but it's not. It's supposed to be a swimming pool with a diving board at the top. And I did a little pair of, a little step at the bottom of each pool. And I did the calendar inside. I didn't do the usual, what I normally do of like the shape of the calendar month, because I couldn't fit all the swimming pools in on the page otherwise. But I've kind of just coloured round it in blue, and then each day I can colour it in blue, so eventually we'll have a full swimming pool. Apart from, obviously, I don't hoover every day, my period isn't every day, and I don't change my sheets every day, but the rest of them will hopefully be full up. And then I just drew another dinghy at the bottom. And this is like my least favourite part of drawing out a bullet journal. I know I've said this so many times, which is having to write out the calendar for each habit every single time for the whole month. It's just strenuous, and by the end of it my hand really aches. So I was really glad when I finished this page, and I was like, phew, I can move on. So that was my mood and my habit trackers. And there's me adding in my moods because I forgot to earlier. So moving on to my August memories page. And I'm absolutely loving having this page in my bullet journal at the moment. I get to write down all the things that I've done that I enjoyed during the month, and I can look back on them. Even if it's something small, I'm definitely going to put my first swimming lesson in here, because even though I wouldn't say I enjoyed it, I guess maybe I will as time goes on, but it was definitely a memory and something I should be proud of. So I'm definitely going to put it in there. And I kind of coloured in the letters as if they were tiles on the bottom of a pool. And just using kind of different shades of blues and greens and greys throughout this whole theme this month. And the next page is my YouTube videos ideas page. And again, I kind of did the YouTube as if it was on water, like bobbing up and down, which I think was really cool. And a dinghy in the corner, and an empty page for me to write down all my ideas for the month. So the page next to it is my gratitude page. I also do just want to say now, I'm really sorry for like such a shaky camera. I finally nailed everything else down. Like the lighting, I managed to get it to focus, which was good. But I think it was my fan, and I didn't realise this, but my fan must have been making my camera shake. I thought I'd done it at a good angle, but clearly not. Anyway, I apologise. Hopefully it'll be better next month. But this is my gratitude page, and I just wrote today I am thankful for, and then again I've done like the little pool tiles for each day, and I really like how these colours all go together kind of. And then I just did a red umbrella and the little beach towel, because swimming isn't just in pools. You can go swimming at the beach, or you know, a water park, or anywhere, which is one of the great things about swimming. So the page next to it is my Bible verse of the month, and again this isn't particularly to do with water per se, but it is definitely something that I could hear constantly this next month as I start my swimming lessons, which is, when I am afraid, I will trust in you. Because honestly, I was so afraid this morning. I've been worrying about this lesson since I arranged it about a week and a half ago, and I felt really sick this morning from anxiety, which wasn't nice. But I prayed about it, and actually it wasn't as bad as I thought. And that's from Psalm 56 verse 3, so I thought that would be a great reminder to have a look at every day. So this final page is my weekly spreads page, and for this I've done the vertical boxes again. I don't know which layout I prefer, vertical or horizontal. I can never make my mind up, but I did these because I included the rubber dinghies that you get, like the lifesaver thingies, and thingies rhymes. I just realised that. Are for each day of the month, and then obviously Saturday and Sunday shorter, so I could fit it on. And yeah, I just coloured them in, and this is such a good way to not get me to stress out, because if I keep everything in my head, I get stressed out, and then just it all gets overwhelming and it gets on top of me and I never get anything done. So to have it all written out and I can see it all is just like so satisfying for me. And then I just coloured in the bottom with, of course, some water to look like it was above the sea, which I thought was really cool as well. And you can see the pens I'm using to the right. I keep my selection of brush pens. So here is my final flip through for the month of August. I love the way that this turned out. I don't know why I'm singing these lines anymore. Yeah, I love the way this theme turned out, and it's definitely, hopefully, going to make me feel a bit more positive about swimming. Let me know in the comments down below if you have something you've wanted to challenge, a fear, or something you've been putting off for a while. I would be interested to know. And I definitely think you should try it, because I'm trying mine. And as long as you try, anything is possible. So there we have it for next month's bullet journal setup. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell to receive notifications every time I upload a new video. And I will see you next time.